Hello everybody, you are listening to the show about things on WMUW The Edge 88.5. I am Samurai Clyde.
And I am the cat.
And I'm Chelsea Face.
So there we go, got the whole gang here, and we are ready to go. Just a reminder that any viewpoints or ideas shared on this show are ours and ours alone, so they are not part of WMUW, the communications department, nobody else's, just ours. So, you know, don't go blaming other people for what we say.
And don't take our ideas. These are our opinions, form your own.
Yeah.
Okay. So, anywho, today got a lot of stuff to talk about. First of all, the cat, have you gone and seen Deadpool yet?
No, I haven't had time.
Really? You're literally the only person in the world who hasn't seen it yet.
Not the only person.
You are the only person, because now Deadpool is grossing over $500 million worldwide.
Oh, that's gross.
It's pretty gross. It's a disgusting amount of money.
I mean, yeah, but I'm very excited to see what they do with that money now.
See, what's cool about it, though, is that it being a rated R superhero movie, they were very hesitant about funding the project in the first place. They didn't give him that much money, and I think they gave him $50 million to make the movie.
Yeah, something like
and
that.
then they said if the movie grosses $70 million, it would have been a success. And now it's grossing $500 million.
Yeah, exactly.
So
Pretty sweet.
it's crazy what happens when you listen to your fan base.
Right?
But yeah, it's going to be a fun to see where they go with the Deadpool franchise.
Yes, I agree.
I know we talked about it last week, but you know, he's just so fun to talk
It's so
about.
good.
And also now it's been brought up that because of that R rating, the final Wolverine movie is going to have an R rating as well.
Yeah, but that, I don't know. Like, I feel like Deadpool used the R rating in such a specific way
Well,
that
with the story that it's been rumored is going to have happen, it's Old Man Logan, which is so many years after he's lived, and his healing factors slowed down a lot, and he's aged. He's basically like if you turned Clint Eastwood into Wolverine.
oh man,
Yeah,
that sounds awesome.
yeah, exactly.
They touched my Gran Torino.
Shing.
So yeah, if you want some quality entertainment though, and some that's good for the whole family, be sure to come to Charlie Brown. You're a Good Man. Charlie Brown's going to be at the MUW Theater Department in the Cromwell Communications Building Thursday through Sunday. Thursday, Friday, Saturday it will be at 7:30, and Sunday will be at 2 o'clock. It'll be a 2 o'clock matinee.
That's $10 general admission with $5 on anyone with a student ID.
I'm going to be there.
I'm going to be there.
I'm gonna watch.
So I'll be playing Charlie Brown,
And I am his faithful dog, Snoopy.
and the cat will be playing the dog. So it's real funny. But yeah, this is my senior year at the W, and this show has been the most work I've ever put into a show, but it's also been the most fun I've ever had with a show at the same time. So, at least acting-wise, I've had a lot of work behind the scenes. Like doing the sounds for Cat in the Hat was insane. That was probably
I was the Cat in the Hat, and he was the most important part of the show.
no, man. Gosh, that was insane. But yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. I love having this show being my big hurrah from the.
Well, and this is my senior year as well, but it's looking like it's going to be my first senior year.
It happens.
Yeah, I mean, well, this is technically my 5th year in college. It's my 3rd year at the W.
I mean, you know. Why are you talking like that now?
Okay.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, we're on.
she
we're
keeps
on
us
the
on
air.
track.
I forgot. So yeah, come out and see Your Good Man, Charlie Brown. It's got music. It's got comedy. If you grew up loving the Peanuts like I did, then it's gonna be a fun time for you.
And if you're allergic to peanuts, it's fine. You can still
yeah,
come.
there's no actual peanuts. It's okay. The stage kind of looks like a peanut, though,
Yeah,
to be
yeah.
honest. I don't know if that was intentional, but
I want to say it was, because the set designers being kind of cryptic behind the hidden meanings within the stage design.
right. But yeah, you come to the show and you let us know if you think it looks like a peanut. So-
If you guess right, maybe you'll get a peanut.
Maybe not, but maybe so. So, anywho, time for some music. I got to pick the theme this week, and
Ooh.
I picked Daft Punk.
I love Daft Punk.
So, I'm going to start with my favorite song from Daft Punk. It was in Iron Man 2. It was a fantastic song. Robot Rock. Right here. WMUW. I almost said Fox Rocks. I got so close to saying Fox Rocks.
Oh, man.
WMUW.
Okay, I thought you...
88.5 of them.
The Edge.
There we go. Yeah. All right.
Hey!
All right. So
That was not planned.
All right. So we just found a story. Looks. This is very promising for the future of all mankind, if I may say so myself.
I would agree, and I think it could increase productivity and decrease traffic deaths.
Well, it turns out that Morgan Freeman is finally a GPS navigation voice.
Yes.
Awesome.
I know, right? It's my girlfriend actually downloaded it when I found out this morning, and it sounds amazing. It's very exciting. You can now have Morgan Freeman if you have a Google phone. You can now have Morgan Freeman
You do?
with you.
Oh, I do.
Yeah.
I was thinking Windows Phone for some reason. You say Google Phone, but just say Android.
Whatever, man. Fine. You talk.
No, I mean I don't know. I don't have the girlfriend with the GPS.
No, you have a wife.
I do, but she doesn't have the Morgan Freeman GPS, so I can't
Okay,
talk.
so it sounds amazing, and it starts off. It's basically, there are many people who want to see you fail. So long as you're with me, I won't let that happen.
Sounds amazing.
I know, and
It's a little Bacardi though.
Wait, Bacardi?
Bacardi.
Bacardi, like the...
Picard?
No, well, like Picard.
So not Bacardi?
Star Trek.
Bacardi drinking Bacardi.
Alright.
Let's take it back a moment.
Okay.
Take it back now, y'all.
2 hops this time. What are we talking about? Okay, so next thing, another great advancement in our world is that they are finally bringing Sword Art Online to virtual reality. I know, it's like it's what it was made for, right? I hope it's good, because there are 2, I believe, Sword Art games out there right now.
Yeah, but those are just regular JRPGs.
And they're not.
They're more Kirito's harem games.
Yeah, they're not that great. Yeah, that's the thing. It's like
Yeah,
it needs to be an MMORPG
where you can
that is
VR,
but like the characters are in the world, but they are not the focus.
Exactly.
It just needs to be in that world.
The focus is the world. You create your own story. Well, I mean, you don't create your own story, but you play through the story yourself, not through Kirito's story.
Yeah, exactly. Like one of the games, we got one of them, Hollow Fragment or something like that.
Hollow Fragment.
It was weird. Anyways, I started playing it, and I spent like an hour customizing my character, making them all. I had like one eye was this color, one eye was this color.
Heterochromia.
I had like all this different stuff going on, and I was like, I really like my character. And I started the game, and every cutscene in the game is just Kirito.
Yeah,
Like
it's
just
pointless.
it's like there's no point in customizing your character at all. Yeah, it was.
Has potential.
Now I'm really excited to be the next person to be stuck inside an MMO.
Yeah, but right now it's being beta tested, and in Japan. So
Oh,
the
you mean a
beaters,
beater?
the beaters are going and doing it right now.
That's not fair.
Yeah, I know, but the application's in Japanese. I can't make heads or tails of it, so it looks
True.
like I'm just going to have to wait for
or
hopefully they'll bring it to the West.
or-
If they never brought it to the West, that'd be horrible.
No. Here's what we do. we take a month and we power learn Japanese.
Yes.
Okay. Power learn it.
Yes, power learn.
Like Jenna Marbles.
Sure.
Okay. She made a video where she just like sat down and like learned Japanese. She was going to Japan.
Good for her.
Yeah, good.
Let's do that.
In other gaming news, Combat Pack 2 is so close, I can taste it.
Can you really?
That's DLC for Mortal Kombat X,
What-
if you
does-
don't know.
Yeah. So
what
it's gonna.
What does it taste like?
It's rich, chocolatey, and
A little nutty.
has a nougaty center.
I figured it would taste pretty much just like alcohol with Bo Rai Cho showing up in this mix.
That's true, Bo Rai Cho. And the thing, okay, so we all know we're getting the pit, right?
Yes.
And we
yes.
all know that the pit has a stage fatality, right?
Yeah, brutality.
Not stage fatality.
Really? Not a stage brutality?
What's the difference? What do you
Well,
consider?
brutality. Fatality. It says fatality, and then you get to do a bunch
In
of
every other
combination.
game leading up to MKX, if you uppercut someone into the pit, it's called a stage fatality.
You're right. I was thinking that. No, I thought I had heard that it was going to be a brutality with this one, where
might be.
where it's the last hit.
Well,
kind
I
of
think
thing.
we might be referencing the same thing.
We
calling it
definitely
two
are.
Different things.
We definitely are.
But in either case, it's got a stage fatality. Yeah, it's a stageality. So, but what you might not have known, and what I didn't know until yesterday,
I guess I don't know.
is that other stages are getting their own stagealities.
Oh my god.
I don't know how many there are. The only one I saw was of the Cove.
Really? Oh, I like
And,
the Cove.
Yeah, and it's got like a tentacle that comes out and it grabs the fighter, and I don't know what happens after that, but they die. So yeah, that's gonna be really awesome. It comes out on March 1st.
March 1st?
All 4 characters
Ah.
all come out together.
And does that mean all the stage fatality, brutality, babalities are going to be out?
I don't know. Like, like that's the thing. Is
That was a great sentence.
Yeah.
Can we get a replay of that? I don't know.
I don't know. I was just trying to play my game.
So, anyway.
Quality entertainment here.
So,
Always keeping it fresh.
yeah, so, I don't know if all the content's being released at once, but I know that all 4 of the characters are
Right,
being released
right.
at once, and those are the big heavy hitters. So, I don't know why they would hold back on other DLC content if they're going to release all 4 of their characters at once.
I can't remember the fourth. I can't remember the other non-MK character.
Okay, there's Leatherface.
Yeah, I remember him.
There's Triborg.
Alien! How
Alien.
could I forget about Alien?
Alien.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Bo
gonna be
Rai Cho.
fun. Well, of course I know
Alien.
Triborg and Bo Rai
No,
Cho.
I'm definitely streaming on
The
March
night
the
of
night
You're
the night
streaming on
release.
Bobo Bobo?
Yeah. No, that show's horrible.
Oh, it's amazing. You just don't get it.
But yeah, I'm very excited to be able to.
If I'm not busy, I'll try and be there.
Yeah, and I hope that they continue this. Like, I really enjoy that now games are getting to a point where you don't have to have a annual release of something. I can hear you.
I will stop.
No, you're fine. But you don't have to have this game that has a release every year to do something new. You can just release one game and then update it over time.
I just don't know that they're gonna do that with fighting games because of the tournament fighting, like how the fighting game corporation works. That basically they don't want to have a tournament fighter on Street Fighter with people that have characters that some people don't have the option to play.
Speaking of Street Fighter,
Speaking of
I
Street
totally
Fighter,
forgot about this. I didn't write this down, but you just reminded me.
Oh.
Street Fighter had a horrible launch.
Well, I mean, to be fair, Street Fighter V looks great and all, but it just
debatable.
isn't. Well, you don't like Street Fighter.
Well, I just don't think it looks that much different than 4.
Exactly, that's the issue. It looks great and all. Visually, it was updated. It's got some shading that is different.
I like the
Yeah.
SNES version, and that's all you need. Like beyond that point, it's the same game over and over again with a little bit more lush.
Well, yeah, but I mean, at least between all the other subsequent numbered ones, there had been a much bigger gap. With this
yeah,
one,
but that's been filled with alpha, beta, alpha pro, super alpha, beta.
Well, yes, but I mean, even if you just take Street Fighter 4 and Street Fighter 5 without Super Street Fighter 4
There's
Ultra
like 4
Omega
games in
57,
between.
well, that's because of the fighting game thing that I was talking about.
Yeah.
But it just does not look like they've done much.
Yeah, that's the thing. But the reason that the launch was so horrible, because they have a lot of devoted fans, and those fans went out and pre-ordered and got the game day one, and then the servers just crashed.
Go figure.
Right. So
Capcom doesn't understand servers yet. It seems like.
No, I don't understand servers, but I don't own a business. There are people who rely on them. So
yeah, lots of money goes into it.
And well, the thing is, so the servers crash, right?
Mm-hmm.
And of course, it being Capcom, there's tons of DLC, but they say that you can win in-game currency to pay for these DLC content that so you don't have to pay in actual money. Of course, the grind to get is so much more than just putting down like $5 for a costume.
Yeah.
But at least they're giving the option, right?
Right.
And well, the thing is, they said you can buy your first item after you play through the story mode, which is just like 4 fights and some scrolling text. Like it's really yeah. And so if you play through the story mode once with one character, then you'll have enough coins to unlock your first DLC. Well, the thing is, their servers were down, and the way that you get your currency is from the server.
Oh no! so a lot of
people
people went through the story mode
and didn't get their stuff, and they couldn't do anything. And so there's that really weak story component, right?
Right.
And the game was made for competitive play.
Right. Right.
There's that weak story mode, and then there's the like training mode, right?
Mm.
And other than that, those are your 2 single player modes. And so everything else the game relies on you being able to play online. And with the servers down, wasn't happening.
That can happen.
So for like the first, don't quote me, but like I know for at least a day, the game was pretty much pointless.
Just garbage.
At this point, I think they're either gonna scrap Street Fighter or they're gonna fix all these issues with Street Fighter 5 Omega.
Street Fighter 5 Omega Alpha Beta God Captain. But yeah, like I don't know, man. I just don't get it.
yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I like Ryu and Ken. I think they're pretty cool, aesthetically different, but the same.
Charlie Nash is a character that they brought back from 3, I believe.
The dude with the stitched face?
Yeah, he died.
Yeah.
And so they brought him back, and he looks really cool. But other than that, this game just kind of didn't draw me as much. I was very into Street Fighter 4, and 5 I thought I was going to enjoy, but it just hasn't made me care yet.
Yeah.
Make me care, games.
Well, you know who cares?
Who cares?
Sam Pepper.
Oh, God.
Do you know Sam Pepper?
Ugh.
No?
I don't believe
so Sam Pepper is this YouTuber
Okay.
who likes to do like prank videos, right? And he's gotten in a lot of trouble over the past year and a half or so, because the first time he got in trouble was because he did this prank. I'm quoting with my hands.
He's doing air quotes.
Yeah. He did this prank where he went around and he stuffed one sleeve and one of his shirt. He had like a hoodie on, and he stuffed one sleeve in his shirt pocket, and he had the other hand out, but his hand was actually in his hoodie. And he would ask for like directions from women, and when they looked around to give him directions, he would take a little squeeze.
That's
right?
not a prank. That's sexual harassment.
Right.
Yes, it is.
So exactly. So of course, a lot of people got offended when they watched this video, and he's like, "Oh, it's a social experiment. It's not, you know."
No, it's not. You're just being.
Pervert.
Yeah.
So that's the first time he got in trouble. Second time he got in trouble, and he's known for just having just like ridiculous, no good.
Misogynistic.
I think I may have
action.
seen.
Yeah.
I think I may have seen some of his.
So the next one is he got another YouTuber, a YouTube channel that had 2 people on it, and he kidnapped them, or one of them, put him in the trunk, put a bag over his head. When he unbagged his head, he took a gun with a blank in it and shot the other friend like through the head, and and so he thought that his friend like was murdered.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So he pretty much staged it to make it look like he was kidnapped and was about to be killed. Ha 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 ha.
They did that
That's
on.
hilarious.
So
I mean, Bam Margera and the crew and Johnny Knoxville, they all did that, but
not that. I don't think they went that. They caused themselves harm, but they would never like be like,
Well-
ha ha, you're gonna die.
well,
You
no,
know,
they put one of the members in a trunk and
They
made
didn't
it seem
actually
like
shoot anybody.
no, they didn't shoot. They just had a wood clap to make it sound like a gun.
Yeah, I don't know, man. It's just the way that it was, the way it was carried out. There was no like humor to it.
Right.
There was no levels of humor to it. It was just like a blatant like, let's see how this guy freaks out when he thinks he's gonna die. Like it was really strange.
And
Yeah.
there's also been some commentary as to how realistic that was. Some people think it was staged completely.
Yeah, I wouldn't say it wasn't staged. Like I'm not gonna go so
But if
far
it's
to say it wasn't.
Right.
if it's staged, what was the point of the video?
Then it's
First
not
of
even a
all?
prank. It's just, I mean,
A pointless.
you just out there to
So
meh.
people have been begging this guy to quit YouTube.
Just delete
Just
himself.
delete
from the
himself
world.
from YouTube. So he actually started a GoFundMe page where people, if he made $1.5 million, he would delete his YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, it got taken down.
Because GoFundMe don't play that.
No, it's
So after that,
you want me to quit? Give me money.
yeah, after
See how much who cares.
about last week at some point, he just gave up. He deleted all of his tweets. He's with one tweet left that just said, "I give up." He deleted his videos, which actually he just privatized them. So
Mhm.
they're still out there in the ether somewhere. But
No way to really access them
yeah.
without a.
So I don't know
Permission.
what that means for him or anybody. That's really strange. I don't know what he's doing.
Well, if you only know about him what we say, it kind of sounds like we're being mean. But in all honesty, if you research this guy and read about what he's done other than this,
He's
and
just not a
social
good person.
Yeah, he is a terrible excuse for a human being, and he is the most sexist, just terrible person. I mean, I'm being honest. I'm not trying to be mean because I don't try to do that.
No,
but
after hearing these stories, I know exactly who you're talking about. I just never bothered to know his name because I disliked him so much.
Right.
there's just
But-
nothing good about it.
But you know, the views are ours and ours alone, not shared by WMUW or the communications department or anybody else. But yeah, he's, you know, even right now we're talking about him. So I mean, like, he has
getting
enough
what
of
he
a
wants.
following.
He's
Yeah.
just like Kanye and Trump. He wants attention.
But you know, but whenever oh God, what was I about to say?
I don't know.
Don't do this right now,
What were
brain.
you about to say? Whenever
Let's go to some music. I'm trying to think of what I was trying to say. So for the next song,
He's running away.
I have no idea what I was about to say. So maybe by the time I get back, I'll be able to remember. But the next song, it's not technically Daft Punk, but it's a collection of their songs, and this is my theme, and I get to choose it. So it's my rules.
I think I know what it is.
But it's Pentatonix.
Yay!
Daft Punk. So here we go, Pentatonix rock. WMUW. No, it's a Pentatonix rock.
Yeah, I thought you were about to.
Yeah, it sounded like you had a plug. We all just went crazy.
All right.
What's going on, everybody? What's going on, everybody? You're listening to WMUW, The Edge
88.5. Yeah.
Yeah. We're getting a phone call.
The red light is flashing, but
I'd never
You've
accept.
reached WMUW.
Oh goodness.
oh,
No one is available to take your
perhaps
call.
we
Okay.
should.
Please leave your name.
There we go. All right, no
Well,
more of
that was something.
that. I've never been taught what to do in that situation.
Anyway, you're back with the show about things, where we talk about things and such.
And phones. So yeah, so here. It's not. Things are not always good.
That's true.
Sometimes things can be bad.
Oftentimes things can be bad.
Yeah.
I'd say about 50-50.
Yeah, about 50-50.
So now it's time to talk about a bad thing. I don't know a ton of. Oh, well, there's the thing.
My gosh.
Okay.
That was a bad thing.
No more.
Let's not talk about that.
All right, let's just go right over that and talk about another bad thing. We got this really sad story that's happened over the past week. I'm sure you've heard about it. The whole Kesha story. I haven't done a ton of research into it, but my lovely wife has.
Guys, this is not that kind of show.
So here's tell me more about it. I don't really know much about what's happening.
Okay, well,
with it.
The original story was that she said that she was raped by her manager over, like she works for Sony and everything, and she has a manager, and she was supposedly raped, and I guess maybe like physical beaten and stuff like that. Anyway, she said that she was, and he, of course, said he didn't. Like, he just completely negated that.
Of course.
And, they've been going back and forth with the courts, and they finally ruled that she is still under contract with Sony.
Okay.
And they may have to work together, but the media
So they may have to work together, or they will have to work together?
That's the thing, is that, this hashtag Free Kesha thing, it's totally, I get why they're doing it, and I'm totally there too. But it said on this article that I found to be very, legit.
Reputable?
Yeah, that she isn't exactly having to do that. She doesn't really have to work with him to make music. But they won't, release, clips from her contract or anything. But it said that she doesn't have to work with him.
Okay.
So
that changes it up a little bit.
A little bit.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, it's like, whether or not she was raped isn't really the issue. I mean, it sucks if she was.
I mean, it's an issue, but it's not the issue we're talking about.
It's not, yeah,
right
this
now.
isn't the issue that's causing the media to go crazy. And his family's, of course, upset about it because it's trashing their name and everything because he says he didn't do it, blah, blah, blah.
So, of course he does.
Yeah, of course. But even if it didn't happen, let's say that she wasn't raped, she's making all this up just to get out of her contract, blah, blah, blah. Attention for me.
No, that's one of her songs. I'm sorry, that's not funny. Keep going.
I didn't even think about it.
Oh, sorry.
Anyways, let's pretend that it is fake. Why wouldn't they just let her go to end all the drama and get their name not smeared?
See, that's what's confusing to me. It's like, even if it didn't happen, which I don't know if it did, I don't know if it didn't, I wasn't there.
Right.
But even if it didn't happen, if I was over Sony Records or whoever it is, I know it's Sony. I don't know what department, but if I was over that music department,
Sony Records. That's the only.
That's an assumption, but I would want to get out of this as soon as possible.
Yeah, and
so
they have so many music producers that they could pair her with.
They're not losing money at all.
No.
They've invested a lot of money in her.
And it's not like she's trying to get out of Sony Records completely.
She just didn't want to work with the guy.
Yeah, that's mostly what this is about. And I mean, that's another thing about it is, even if, if she wasn't raped, it's simple. She's making it up for attention. But if she was raped, there's no way to prove that.
Well,
nowadays, really.
I don't understand why. I can't say anything, but that's not necessarily true. There's several ways to prove a rape, but you have to act quickly.
Yeah, it has to be caught.
But if you're a woman, and you've been raped. Let's say you're chilling in your house, some homie breaks in and does stuff. Mm-hmm. You're ashamed. You're scared. You don't want anyone to know.
I know. I wasn't saying that it was her fault.
No,
I was just saying that
I know. I'm just
there is ways to prove it.
I'm just trying to, make it why you wouldn't save the evidence. Because I've seen this a lot. You get ashamed. You're scared. You want to clean yourself because you feel disgusting.
A lot of people end up blaming themselves and thinking that
they asked for it or something.
Which is completely untrue.
And so they take showers, which completely ruins all the evidence.
Especially if you make music talking about it. Like,
yeah,
her stage, if you spend your life being a persona of, this sex symbol, kind of, and then you get raped, I could see how it could, mess with you.
Yeah.
They discredit every word that you say.
Exactly. It happens a lot if you're in the media's attention, like celebrities.
But
also,
what I'm saying is, like, if I was a producer, I feel like there would be several ways to come to a compromise.
Yeah, mitigate this whole disaster.
Yeah, because from what I heard, and it could just be that she doesn't want anything to do with Sony Records anymore.
Right.
But from what I've heard, it just sounds like she doesn't want to work with that man anymore.
Yeah.
And I feel like that could be very easily done.
Avoided.
Yeah.
And you know what's really interesting is like everybody's been sharing the pictures of her breaking down crying in court.
Yeah.
Because they're very heartbreaking pictures.
Yes, they are.
Taylor Swift donated $250,000
Yeah, I
to
heard about
Kesha
that.
after hearing the verdict and seeing the photos of her breaking down crying. And Demi Lovato, for some reason, feels like she has to say something about it. I don't know her very well, but she just went on and started mocking Taylor Swift because she did that.
Wow.
Why would you mock somebody
I guess
for that?
because she felt like she just had to step in and get some of the attention.
Oh.
But she's...
Well, I didn't know about it until...
Exactly.
Yeah, like, I heard about it through actually another show on this station.
Like, even, I don't know, even if I thought she was lying, like Kesha's just straight out lying, someone giving her money is none of my business.
Right.
Exactly.
Taylor Swift felt bad for her, and she gave her some money, and then this other woman just says, well, no.
Blah, blah.
Like, she just thought she would make a little remark, and I don't know, like, that just angers me beyond.
That leaves a bad taste in my
sounds
mouth.
really bad. You know, I wish for the best.
Yes,
I'm really
yes.
sad that all of this had to happen. You know, I've never been a huge Kesha fan. In fact, I went to Memphis in May my first year. She was one of the headliners, and I left halfway through her show.
Oh.
So I've never been that big of a Kesha fan. But,
Exactly.
But you know,
You don't have to be a fan of someone's work to
cannot
Respect their humanity.
Yeah,
Exactly.
like that's really awful. I hope that. I mean, if she's crying, if she's upset about it, I feel like it's because she has to continue working in environments that she doesn't want to work in.
Yeah, she
Right.
wasn't trying to get him put in prison. She was just trying to get away from him.
Right, and that's really heartbreaking. But you know, segues to happier things. Let's talk about some birthdays.
Birthdays.
It's birthdays. Today, Dakota Fanning turned 22.
Dakota Fanning.
Dakota Fanning.
Dakota Fanning.
22?
22.
Oh.
She's been seen in Twilight movies,
Ugh.
The Runaways, I Am Sam, Uptown Girls, War of the Worlds, and Charlotte's Web.
Oh.
Dakota Fanning.
She's a good little
Dakota
actress.
Fanning.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Let's see. Emily Blunt turned 33 today.
Who's she again?
She worked in... I've actually only seen one of these movies, which is sad. She's the British chick who kills Tom Cruise over and over again in Edge of Tomorrow. She's also in
Spoilers.
the whole basis of the movie is that he dies over and over again. She's in The Devil Wears Prada, Into the Woods, The Adjustment Bureau, Gulliver's Travels, and The 5-Year Engagement.
I haven't seen any of those.
Really?
Into the Woods and Gulliver's.
Travels.
Gulliver's
That's the one
Travels.
with Jack Black, right?
Yeah, Jack Black and Jason Segel. That
Yeah.
movie wasn't.
It wasn't awful, but it was not memorable.
Yeah, I enjoyed
Yeah.
watching it.
Yeah. Here's a good one. Aziz Ansari.
Yes.
Turned 33 today.
Oh,
Played Tom Hagerford on Parks and Recreation.
best show in the
And
world.
now has his own Netflix series called
Mhm.
Master of None.
I've heard
it's good.
I've heard it's really good. What? I was hoping one of us has watched
No,
it.
Gavin has watched it, or he's watched some of it, and
It's
he
on my
really
list.
liked it.
Yeah, it's on my list to watch, but you know.
Who has time?
Yeah, who has any time? Let's
Okay.
see. Don't know any of these
Yeah,
people.
you know this guy.
Do I?
Yeah,
Josh
it's-
Gad. Oh yeah. Well, I wasn't going to because, you know. Anyways, Josh Gad
Well, he's
is
someone
turning
else. as
35, and he played Olaf in Frozen. He was also Ludlow in Pixels, and
Well, and more importantly, he was also Elder Cunningham.
Elder. Oh, he was Elder Cunningham.
Yeah,
Oh, I didn't know that.
yeah.
Why didn't they put that on here?
Oh, it's because it's Broadway, and this site doesn't credit
cares.
Broadway apparently.
No, that's sad.
And he's gonna be what's the name?
Elder Cunningham.
Yeah, he's gonna be I think it's Elder Cunningham. That's the one with the curly hair, right?
The bigger dude.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So, and he's also in the Beauty and the Beast movie that's being made with Emma Watson and all these amazing people. He is going to be Gaston Shortman. I forgot the character's name.
Ah. Well, Kelly MacDonald is turning 40. She's Margaret on Boardwalk Empire. She's also the voice of Brave.
Oh.
The
I still haven't
Merida? I haven't seen it either. I want to.
See something about Harry Potter.
She was Helena Ravenclaw
Oh, okay.
and the Deathly Hallows from Harry Potter.
Cool.
Niecy Nash, hope I'm saying that right. She was one of the deputies on Reno 911.
Oh.
Yeah, she was also in the 10th season. She also finished 5th in the 10th season of Dancing with the Stars.
Oh.
I don't remember which one this is.
I don't know. It's either going to be the tall, lanky, brown-haired woman or the robust, blonde. It's the two I can think of.
I think she is the short cut brown haired
The one that had the one who had a crush on Dangle.
Yes,
Yeah.
the one who had a crush on Dangle.
Robust.
I like that choice of words you had there.
Thank you.
It's a
So
robust choice of words.
Christina Davis is 51. She was Charlotte from Sex and the City.
Oh.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so oh, Tom Bodett is 61.
I don't know that name.
He'll leave the light on for you.
That doesn't mean anything to me.
The Motel 6 commercials.
I don't understand.
He's lying. He's lying.
Okay, you're lying. This is Tom Bodett. We'll leave the light on for you. 61 years old. Howard Jones is also 61. Songs made 80s singer who sang "What Is Love."
Baby, don't hurt me. Yeah, okay.
Hurt.
Good for
I'll
him.
hurt you.
Oh, don't please. Brad Whitford, Aerosmith's rhythm guitarist, is now 64.
Aerosmith has a rhythm guitarist?
Apparently.
You're so funny.
Oh man, Patricia Richardson, who was the wife on Home Improvement, is 65.
Gosh.
That makes me sad.
Yeah. I hate
like-
when people I love get old.
Um,
It makes me sad.
just yeah.
Oh.
There's another one. Okay.
We've got
that's
another
music.
emergency.
That's the music. The music alarm's going off.
It's gonna save us.
We have to go
We have to
fight
go to
some crime
to
while
a
this
song.
music.
Let's do Get Lucky, cause
Let us get lucky.
I feel like getting lucky.
Get
So
lucky,
here's
y'all.
Get Lucky, MUW
You've reached
88.5.
WMUW. No one is available
see
to
what
take
this
your
says.
call.
Messaging thing, but look at that little. Is there
Just
a
went
little
muted.
turntable thing over there?
What's going on, everybody? You are listening to WMUW The Edge 88.5. I am Samurai Clyde.
And I am the cat.
And I'm Josie Face.
So there you go. Well, we've already seen a great movie this year, Deadpool. There's actually petitions for it to be in the, is it the Emmys or the Academy Awards?
I don't know.
One of those award shows that
It'll
didn't
get
qualify.
something.
It didn't qualify because it came in too late. But they're like, it should be up for 2 because it was so good.
Which it was.
It was pretty good. But my only complaint about it was like I felt like it was too short. But if
That's
I,
probably because it was a
if I
great
wanted
ride.
more, it's probably because
Yeah, that's a good thing.
it was so
Yeah.
good. So yeah, there you go. Speaking of movies coming out, the new It movie will be coming. It's in the works right now.
It's in the works.
It's in the works, but I'm scared that they're never going to find as
Stephen
good
King's It.
of a replacement
For Tim Curry.
for Tim Curry.
Yeah,
Wonderful,
because
wonderful
he's mostly immobile at this point, I believe.
Yeah, it makes me so sad.
But I'm very excited about this movie because I've been thinking for a while it needs an update graphically. Like, it needs something to bring it up to speed with today's movies, as long as they don't touch the plot too much.
It's gonna be.
I don't know,
rated
man.
R.
I got to be honest. Like, she loves it.
I watched it thousands of times.
right,
When I
and
was very young.
I thought it was a okay movie. I love Tim Curry.
I think you're an okay movie.
I think. Yeah, I feel that way sometimes. But of course, Tim Curry's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
But I felt like the end. I'm not going to spoil anything. But the end was just like, what?
That's just Stephen King, though.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. I'm not criticizing Tim Curry's acting abilities. I'm just saying that the end of it was so strange to me. Like, it didn't make any, like, the transformation. I hope I'm not, like, being too, I'm trying not to spoil too much, but, like, what happened at the end, it didn't make any, like, relevant sense to me.
Have you heard of any other Stephen King stories?
That's true.
I mean, yeah.
Like that Family Guy skit where they're like, here's a lamp.
It's a ghost lamp.
And he's like making up this, yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but, I mean, like, I've seen Misery, but she doesn't, like, turn into a Butterfree at the end and...
I wish.
That would make that movie
That didn't...
But the movie's going to be rated R.
Yeah, that's
and
one
the last
thing.
one wasn't.
Yeah.
So I'm excited.
I am a little worried though, because in the society we live, I'm worried it's gonna be
gore.
Yeah, shock and gore is what they're gonna go for, like the Evil Dead remake.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, the part of the Evil Dead whenever the car flips over and her hand's trapped under it, and it's like wet and muddy, and the top of like a Jeep Wrangler, which there's barely anything to it, right?
Yeah, like
and it falls on her hand.
Isn't that like
in this
top?
muddy? Yeah, it's like it falls on her hand. And the ground's all wet and muddy and everything. She has to pull her hand off, like she rips her hand off because it's. And I'm like, that you could just slide that out from under there.
Mud's pretty slippery.
You could just push it back over, like it's a Jeep Wrangler. There's nothing to
it. And it had been raining for hours.
You could coax a T-Rex into knocking it around a bit.
Like it's I get it.
Yeah, it's Jurassic Park.
But yeah, I felt like a lot of the Evil Dead remake was just so much like. It's like, look at how gross it is.
But I don't think that's what's going to happen with Stephen King's It, because Stephen King kind of has a firm grip on the movies.
Yeah, he does a good job. I mean, they're strange and they're out there, but
like he makes sure that it follows.
I think if he is
fairly well
involved at all, it's going to be good.
I would agree completely.
Do you think they should make a new Rocky Horror?
No, I don't.
No,
I think it's perfect the way it is.
Yeah, I mean.
And
you know, if they could remake it and make the second half as good as the first half, I think that would be great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I've watched like Rocky Horror. I've watched the first half of Rocky Horror Picture Show like 500 times, and I've watched the ending like twice times.
Yeah, 3 times. I'm the same way.
Because it's like halfway through, it just kind of
peters out.
Yeah.
But did y'all know, back to it, that it's going to be in 2 parts? They think.
Really?
Oh.
The first part is going to be from the point of view of the children.
Oh.
Okay.
The second, from the adults.
Weird.
Don't you think that'd be interesting?
Oh, yeah. So not the parents, but like the adult versions of the kids.
I like that. I like that a lot.
Because in the original movie, it was so thrown together.
Yeah.
They had to shorten everything.
Mm-hmm.
I think if they got their own movie.
Yeah,
okay.
That's how it's written, supposedly.
That has me a lot. That gives me a lot more hope for it.
Yeah, that's really interesting. I like that a lot.
And they're having issues choosing the actor, of course. They were going to pick, I think his name is Will Poulter. He's the guy who played in The Revenant and Maze Runner.
Oh, yeah. I remember seeing that.
Maze Runner or something. And they ended up kicking their director because that's who he wanted. And they're like, no, that's not what we're going for.
That's good. Because I don't believe that's...
I mean, it's nothing to do with his acting ability or his looks or anything, but I just didn't feel it.
Well, he doesn't seem like it.
Yeah, that's the thing about acting, though. It's like, you could be a fantastic actor.
Yeah.
You could be... Person A could be 10 times better acting-wise than person B, but if person B just looks more like the character that you want,
the mold.
They have a better shot at getting it.
Yeah.
It's like character.
Yeah, it's kind of sad sometimes because it's just like, I tried so hard, but you know.
So far.
And in the end, it
didn't really matter.
So I'm going to talk about something. You can take a seat, mister.
All right, go ahead.
All right. So
I am sitting.
We live in America.
Yes.
Really?
Oh yeah, I know. It's surprising. And oftentimes in America here recently, police are known for what?
Brutality.
Yeah, shooting some people.
All right.
So recently here's an article I found, and it's not America. It's Egypt.
Oh.
It's not us. Give ourselves a hand. Just like. All right, you guys shouldn't be clapping. This man shot someone.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Oh, sorry.
So this policeman shoots his colleague. So he shot another cop. So I mean, he shot his colleague dead because his Facebook posts were not funny.
He
Sounds
shot
legit
him
to
dead
me.
because his Facebook posts were not funny.
Yes.
Sounds
Man,
legit.
if I shot every person who didn't have funny Facebook posts,
well, it
there'd
sounds
be a
like
lot of
it sounds like the colleague was trolling him a bit, and so he didn't find it funny.
Oh, it wasn't funny because he was trying to be funny and it wasn't. He was just.
In my opinion, getting shot through trolling is probably the greatest achievement of trolling because
Next
you
level.
trolled so well that the person actually murdered you.
Yeah, like that one gamer who got. Like,
I mean, if that's the way you want to go, then
wasn't there like a gamer who got mad at someone in a game and he went and stabbed him?
Yeah.
no, that's the thing. He was like a 40-year-old, and it was like a 13-year-old, and he found him.
And stabbed him.
And I don't know if he stabbed him. This might be a different case, but he beat the heck out of him.
It's so awful.
Like, that's just
Y'all people need to
keeping-
grow up.
well, just
Yeah.
keeping that rage inside of you for so long. Buying airplane tickets, taking the flight, watching the in-flight
Hundreds of
movie,
dollars.
getting dropped off, getting a taxi, driving to the
Choosing
house.
your murder weapon.
Yeah, like,
And at that
how do
point,
you
you-
hold the rage that long and never go, you know what, this is really dumb.
This isn't good.
Maybe I should just go to the park.
I'm a little bit over it.
But yeah, like,
Gosh.
no,
Like,
man.
grow up. I'm 20, how old am I? I don't know. But I'm more adult than
She
that.
is 20 some
I
odd
really
years.
cannot remember how
24.
old I am. 24 or
You are
25?
24 years
Are you
old.
sure I'm not 25?
I am positive.
Are you sure?
Because you always go a year above me and then I go a year, then I
Okay.
catch up. But, wait,
Am I
are you 25?
I don't
See,
know.
here's the
guys.
thing. You might think this is ridiculous, but
How old
once,
am I?
but once you hit, I think 22. After 20, because 21's like, oh, you can drink, and then 22, you're like, hey, I'm older than 21 now. But
then it's just
after,
kinda
Yeah, I'm
like-
25 because I can rent a car. I remember
Yeah.
saying that.
Oh,
Yeah,
there you go.
there you
Yeah.
go.
Oh my gosh.
Good for that.
But yeah, because you always go one above me, and then I go one below
you're a
you.
little baby.
Yeah, I'm a little.
That's normally what happens when one
Well,
is
yeah,
one
we're
above.
baby.
and
Wait.
One below.
Does that mean I'm 23?
No, if she's 25,
Oh,
are you
no.
are you 24? I'm 24.
I think you're 23.
I think I'm 23.
Guys, this is
This is sad.
Saddest thing I've ever seen in my life.
That's the thing though, like after 22, it's just like,
Who cares?
it's just like, it doesn't matter anymore. You're just a young 20-year-old.
yeah.
And then, like,
we don't party.
every
so-
once in a while you add up the years and you're like, oh yeah, I'm this age. But then you just keep on
Go
going.
figure.
Like,
That was something.
why did we talk? Oh, yeah, you were saying you're older. Yeah, okay. No,
Alright.
I've seen people get really mad at me before over a video game because,
I've gotten really mad at you over a video game.
well, just because,
They suck.
well, they're like, well, no, they get mad at me because I suck apparently.
Oh, really?
Like,
Oh, yeah, no. I know what
Me
you're
and
talking
Gavin were playing a game as a 3-person team, and at the end of it, we both received a message at the same time. I was like, "How could you suck so bad?"
Like he took the time to type that out.
Type it out.
Probably doesn't have like a little keyboard that goes on his.
Yeah, no,
controller.
he probably had to scroll through each single letter.
Space. Type. That takes forever.
So, what do you plan on doing with your tax return?
My tax return, if it's big enough, hopefully a PS4, but most likely just save it.
Okay, so apparently you are going to be in the majority of people because it turns out this year that less than 1 in 5 people are going to be doing something cool with their tax return.
Really?
Everybody
Yeah.
broke.
Yeah, the whole world's broke. This
It's
is like,
tax return, I can save this for rent next month.
so,
Mhm.
yeah. So, like, a survey asked 5,000 people what they'd be doing with their tax return, and less than 1 in 5 would be doing something cool, which I guess that's kind of biased because
Cool.
it depends on whoever's writing this article as to what you think cool is.
Yeah.
But
This person hates jet skis. He's like, I'm gonna go buy a jet ski. Oh, that's stupid.
stupid
Yeah.
water. 9% will be putting it towards a vacation.
Oh.
Pretty cool.
Oh, I'd like to do that.
Oh, that'd be amazing.
Mm.
Go on another cruise.
Oh.
A Tom Cruise?
Pina coladas.
Yeah, Tom Cruise would be great too.
5% will be buying something big like a car or a house.
Oh, yeah.
That's a big tax refund. You're going to buy a house.
Dang.
Anyways.
Probably just a
and-
down payment.
yeah, maybe. 4% will buy shoes, a
Oh my God,
TV,
shoes.
Yes.
or something else for themselves. And that adds up to 18%, which is just under 1 in 5. On the less fun side, 27% of people will be using their refund to pay off debt, and 25% will be putting it in their savings, and 30% of people just won't be getting a refund. I don't know what that means.
No jobs and or didn't make much.
Yeah, I guess. But like that 30% just not getting a refund, that's crazy.
I hadn't had one till this year.
Yeah, no, but 30%? That's crazy. Like, I don't know, that's just crazy to me. You know, I'm kind of half and half in that category though, because I'll be putting mine away to save for when the debt comes.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
So you're like 50% by yourself.
Yeah, like I'm just it's like I'm saving it, but because I know that debt is on the way.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
So-
I got loans.
So yeah, I think it's just about time we wrap this up. Ooh, we are overtime actually.
Yeah.
Oh, look at us.
So got some
Overachievers.
I haven't looked at this at anything. I haven't looked at this at all. But I'm just gonna pick there's a list of facts I pick out for you, and I pick out 3. So I'm just looking. Okay, there are 20 quintillion animals in total living on Earth. That's 20 billion, and about half of them are insects.
I
They're
believe
all in Australia.
it.
Yeah, probably.
I watched this documentary one time that was like, "Don't come here. Everything wants to
Things
kill you."
will kill you.
And that was people from Australia.
Yeah, no, it's pretty true. But it's beautiful, so, you know.
Herpes.
Oh, God.
That's not an
Is
animal.
an ancient Greek word that means creeping. It got its name because the blisters would creep across your skin.
Ew.
So when you herp and derp, are you is that a sneak? Are you pulling a sneak if you herp?
Derpy.
Oh man. Okay. The movie Dirty Harry was originally going to be called Dead Right, and Frank Sinatra was going to be the star instead of Clint Eastwood.
Woo! That's a different movie.
Are you feeling lucky? Are you feeling lucky, punk?
Gosh.
Wow, I'm glad it was Clint Eastwood.
Clint Eastwood never separates his teeth, and it just makes me smile. He's just
makes him smile.
Yeah, he smells
Is that a smile? Is it a grimace?
Are you feeling lucky?
All right, well,
Look at this chair.
it's time for us to stop talking to ourselves.
Yeah, it's time for us to hit the old dusty trail, and I'm going to leave you with some digital love. Once again, these are our ideas. They are not part of the ideas of WMUW or the communications department or anybody else, but just myself, the cats, and Chelsea Face. Thanks for listening. We'll see you back here next week, leaving you with digital love from Daft Punk. Peace.
Bye.